Sierra near the Carson River, gold has been found. The island of Java, tropical jewel in the midst of the Indian Ocean, conscientiously administrated by meticulous Dutch bureaucracy. The year is 1870, and the colony is undergoing a transformation. Recently, individuals have been allowed to lease farmland and manage plantations. The fertile land offers ideal conditions for exporting a multitude of colonial goods, off on the way to an exotic experience.
Hello, world. We're back with more Transportation Fever. And this is the same recording session as the first level, so haven't gotten any, you're back. I'm still here, Nothing's really changed. We're moving on to away from America all the way to, looks like, below Asia, above Australia. I'm not good at geography. It's the island of Java. I don't know what the island of Java is, but let's move on. 1870 to 1880. Well, let's play it. Hopefully there'll be no more tutorial ruining what would otherwise be a good experience. Kind of a jump, though, to go to such a tropic region. And I'm certain there'll be someone who's butthurt about the cold, harsh reality of history.
The Dutch East Indies. Surely the most exemplary colonial empire under the sun. With luscious fruits and cheap labor in abundance. You act on behalf of the colonial administration. A gifted talent in the art of engineering, you have been appointed to modernize the local transport sector. Complete this task to the satisfaction of the Crown. If you do, even the post as governor might be in store for you.
That's so weird to think of Dutch and Crown. I know that every European descending culture to some extent... Wait, let me adjust myself. There we go. I know that just about every European anything to some extent has typically some kind of royalty backing, the government. That's how you got legitimacy back then in authority over people, is you just took advantage of their religion. Beans. Railway.
Anyone set on building wisely and cheaply avoids unnecessary slopes. Perform the necessary surveying work.
Okay.
Build a route from the thriving plantation across treacherous terrain to the processing factory where the coffee fruit is husked.
See, these lines here, they're like the lines on the map. They tell you changes in depth, but not necessarily in which direction. I think that there should be a color grid. Well, there kind of is. It's not very noticeable, though. It's all looking about the same, though, so whatever. I mean, you could eyeball it. The bird's eye view you have in this game is way better than any one you'd have in real life, so... Are they gonna have me build another freaking dead-end rail? Really? They are. They're gonna have me build another one. Yeah. Track. Building. And it looks like we're still into the tutorial, so there's not going to be much cheating that I can do. Was there no... How do I connect this if it's just not going to let me... Ugh. Oh, this is an actual dead-end station. Ugh. Holy moly, look at the Look at the incredible slope I have to put in the hill if I put it over here. I'm going to squish it, though, over here and make this slope. Even though I don't want to. How am I going to do this in a way that doesn't make me go crazy? Could do it like this. And just force a really tight turn. Yeah. And now track. There it is, the tightest turn in the land. Ooh, it's a pretty heavy slope.
A depot is needed.
Ugh. Ugh, I do not like that turn. Ugh, awful. Oh well. Yeah, I'm building the darn depot. This time I'm gonna try to... Oh, it doesn't connect to roadways? Really? I guess you can just have depots out in the middle of nowhere, with no ability for people to get to them.
Purchase a complete train, including locomotive and freight cars.
Alright. First I'm going to make the line. I'm going to make it from here. There we go. And I'm going to write this as the... coffee train. Because it's supporting coffee bean line. And I gotta buy a train. I have multiple options here. I could buy the more expensive train. I'll do this one for now. That. And...
The coffee fruit can now be brought from the plantations on its way to further processing.
I love how it doesn't let me break the bank just to buy one like super long train that the real engine probably couldn't even pull. Kind of frustrating, but you know, you just accept it. Alright, let's send you to the coffee line. If you'll note, I made this the first station because I don't want to see if this thing can come down here and make a sharp turn. That would drive me insane. It would drive me absolutely up the wall if it could. I bet it can't. I bet that's going to be one of the few things where there's some actual realism. Ooh, there's a siding up here. I bet they'll give me some signals if there's a siding. I hate that. I really hate that. So for those of you who are not aware, the way a steam engine has to turn around is, especially with older steam engines, which typically required, I think this one does. Yeah, that one requires a tender. And tender engines were typically geared in a physical way so they could go forward incredibly fast, but usually could not go the same speed backwards because the way the timing of the pistons and stuff were made, it made them go so efficient forwards that it would actually reduce efficiency when running backwards. And that meant they couldn't reverse the train back to the other station.
What a superb railway! It provides the local plantation leaseholders with truly valuable services. Still fresh from the fields, the fruit quickly reaches the factory. From there, the colony's delightful coffee must be brought to the warehouses and offices in the port for export. That shouldn't be left up to the local laborers, no way. Too easygoing, too inefficient, too unreliable. Specially built stations are called for, so that the first-rate coffee makes it into town undamaged. If need be, stations that can be guarded against plundering hordes.
Alright, fine. Yeah. You're not gonna let me just extend the railway, are you? Let me see if I can. Ooh. Oh, I'm not allowed to build or bulldoze here. Alright, you win. Where's my road depot? Where do I want to put it? Put it in an inconvenient location for everyone else. And Are you freaking kidding me right now? Okay, it's not gonna get too butthurt about me placing this, is it? Okay, there's that. An unload stop. I can put an unload stop right here. Action cannot be allowed, but isn't that where I have to send it? Yeah, this right here is where I have to send the beans. You're gonna force me to destroy people's houses, and one of them is gonna buy beans. Well, obviously I'm gonna try to only disrupt one. Yeah, there you go. There's one house. It's gonna be disrupted. Ugh. Now let's see what I'm using for vehicles. Still horsepower, is it? Yeah. It looks like pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna buy one of each. We'll see how they do. And I'll make a new line. This train is frustrating me. Or this game is frustrating me, I should say. Go ahead and make the cargo platform bigger, since this is also storage. This is apparently storage for that factory as well, so I gotta make it bigger if I want it to be cost effective. Because I think these two carriages didn't get absolutely filled because this isn't producing enough. And it didn't say how much I had to transport, did it? I think this is about to deliver. Yeah, so that should have done it. Do I have to seriously build this stop in the freaking highlighted area where where you had me build the railroad? I left it connected so I could eventually switch this to a train, but yeah, they're really gonna force me to do this, aren't they? Can I at least build streets yet? I can do it, but not yet. This game. Yeah. I'm fixing it. I'll have to do something ugly and temporary for now. Just bear with me.
The factory now finds itself in a laudable position by sending processed coffee into town. To experience considerable growth, its products have to reach a clientele with money to spend. Thanks to your reliable deliveries, the factory is working far above par, although it would certainly be capable of processing much more, virtually colossal capacities of coffee. You should weigh the idea of increasing the transport volume, because coffee from the colony is a commodity in great demand in parlours and salons on the continent. One train isn't enough to adequately supply the factory with coffee fruit. A passing siding is needed so that a second train can use the line.
Alright. Before it has me do that, I'm fixing what I just did. Stop. I don't care what it costs either. And I am putting you back where you belong over here, because you'll eventually be taken up by another train, honestly. Railroad. If it ever lets me do it. Alright, it looks like the game automatically knew what I was doing and was like, yeah, we'll go ahead and hook it back up for you. Am I allowed to? Nope, I'm still not allowed to build over there. Nope, still not allowed. Let's try over. Oh, I have to do this. I have to do this. There's no option.
The trains should wait for each other on the passing siding. This requires placing signals.
Alright, so this is cool. This is actually how in real life we get two trains to... Have you ever heard the probably said in a cartoon, because they'll never ask you in an actual school. If it's this train from here, when will the two trains meet? That's relevant for where you place these. These are expensive to put in, they're costly, they have to be staffed and run, and, you know, they were very needed back in the day.
If the plant is to be used to its fullest
and basically
capacity,
they let trains pass each other.
Another complete train is needed.
So yeah, just going to coffee. Wait, no. Train signal. Already did that. Acquire. Ooh. Can I just clone this? Yeah, there we go.
Wherever coffee production thrives, business and prosperity flourish too. Thanks to the railroad, the port town of Surabaya has become a lively trading center for countless
now watch
goods
this. This
and
is cool.
services.
Or at least it's cool to me.
People from all corners of the island want to do profitable business here. And that's why the colonial administration has commissioned you with setting up a passenger line from Semarang to Surabaya. Time to build a line which will soon link the key trading hubs in eastern Java.
I don't know if you saw that, but this train did not start off until it was past the signal. Because the way trains run is they run at such high speeds and there's such low visibility because they can't see around the bends and they can't stop in time, that trains only go when they are told that the track in front of them all the way up till the next signal is clear. And the conductors know when the signal is coming up, so they know when to slow down. Now watch this. This train is waiting here at this siding because the track up ahead is being taken. The second this train will pass, then this train will move. If this train were right behind it, so let's say I put another train like right here at this signal, it would actually wait at that signal until this train has come all the way to the station, stopped, and then come back through. Or until the line was clear ahead and it could complete its delivery. I'll probably want to do more of these signals and sightings and stuff if I want more and more trains, which I do. But not yet. Not right at the moment. You are still horrifically inefficient. There we go. I am happy now. I still haven't fixed the turnaround issue yet. I don't like that the trains are turning on a dime. My obsessive-compulsive nature refuses it. Because what should happen is the train itself doesn't actually turn around. It's just the engine that turns around. The engine uncouples, goes over to a turntable because it's an old-fashioned steam train and they can't go backwards very well. The turntable swings them around, and then they hook up to the train at the front again. So these cars are actually always pointing the same north, south, east, west direction, and it's the train that turns around and moves. Or it's the engine that turns around and moves. I like how they figured out the middle point for me, though, but they didn't explain that the middle point was needed, so... oh well. This is actually how cable cars pass each other, and since they're on a cable, they'll always meet in the middle, because they're permanently connected to the same section of cable. And usually they turn because they have a double flanged wheel on like the right-hand side, but not on the left-hand side. So they'll always take. They don't actually need tracks with a switch bar. They just always take the right-hand turn. All right. I have to make a passenger railway. Are you gonna force me to do it a certain way, or... well, actually, let's do this side quest first.
Several locals show an interest in learning the decidedly noble profession as locomotive engineer. A practice route for training purposes is needed.
Yes.
Meanwhile, certain signs are feeding horrible rumors about the indigenous tribe's diet.
Okay, so I have to build a... I have to build a test track in the highlighted area. Now this is actually some real stuff right here. They used to have long stretches of test track for not just educating new railroad conductors, but testing out new train designs and stuff, and they didn't want it to disrupt the normal flow of traffic. Oh, 2 small stations. I'll need to delete portions for the small stations. Do they have to be passenger stations, or I don't know what kind of stations they want me to do. I'll just do tiny cargo stations. And they're making me use my own depot. I can't just connect it to the main. Well, I guess that would be kind of expensive. I'll just put my own depot in then. Confound these people.
The correct way to drive the vehicle must be practiced first, so that potential passengers are not scared off right away. In the meantime, some hard-to-digest news reaches you. Your skilled worker is said to have fallen victim to a bloodthirsty tribe of cannibals.
What is with this game? Alright then. We're going to go to the cheapest one with a very basic cargo wagon set. Wait, what? Test track. Buy a locomotive and have it driven. Okay, just a locomotive. I guess I'll have to name that, won't I? That way I don't get... Ugh. Oh, it's doing that thing. It's doing that 90-degree. Ugh. Ew, 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 ew. How do I stop that nonsense?
Good news. The locomotive engineer has returned safe and sound. While you pictured him in the stomachs of savages, he was having the time of his life in the virgin forest. Naturally, you can't tolerate misconduct like that, and regretfully have to fire the good man.
Let's see if I can force the train to go in only one direction. around the loop. So there, okay, so there's the signals down. Now, will this alter the loop so it doesn't make a complete 180 turn? What is with you? No passing one. Ooh, one way. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay. Ew, I have the ability to automatically turn a train. Ew. Is it working now? Yeah. One whole loop. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now I can connect the towns with railways. This game loves dead-end stops. And don't get me wrong, a lot of real railways are run with dead-end stops, but they have things at the end of them that make sense. You know, like a turntable or a loop around. I think I'm gonna have to do something about that. Alright, what am I gonna do here? Building. Here's my horrendous little passenger station. And I really don't want to disrupt too much of the town. There we go. And now track. Don't make it too long. Don't want to end up building bridges. Or tunnels.
The railroad has been completed. Curiosity runs high. Time will tell if passenger transportation really is a venture that's worthwhile.
I need some local passenger transportation. Is what I need to make the to make this transportation more lucrative. Because I don't think all these houses can reach the station. Let me check the station. So this is all the passengers I'll get from this. So yeah, I'm gonna need. Yeah, bus and tram stop. Right here. Here. There we go. And now we check my road depot. Buy a vehicle. New lane. Alrighty, and there we go. And we'll name it Inner. There we are. And my train isn't running because I forgot to buy a new engine. Alright. Let's make it one of these big fancy ones. And we'll name the route Why are these names so strange? Ugh. I really should customize the names. Wonder if I can. Can I change the name? I bet I could in free play mode, but not in this mode. I don't think I can. Oh no, I can. I can change the name. Awesome. I'm glad that some guy who runs the railway can have the authority to change the name of local towns in places, you know. That's awesome. I don't want to build a new road depot, so I'm gonna make a scenic beach drive. Pause out of this cheap road. Make sure it's nice and curvy. Oh, and don't ever think that this isn't real. When railroads would need actual roads for purposes, they would make them curvier than they needed to be. Because even though it slowed down their own uses, when their uses were temporary or otherwise, it would also slow down any future uses. And no one was willing to put the cost to make the road straighter, so they just accepted that the road's length was whatever the road's length was at the time that it was it. And no more questions were asked about it. So now let's go ahead and make an inner transit system here. And I know that there's a computer AI that's operating all the little towns in this game. So there's that station. Alright. And we'll make a new line connecting them. There we go. And we'll name it Summer. Ugh, long names. Oh wait. Inner. It's trying to tell me inner so I know where the line is going. It's not going anywhere. It's staying within here. It's just making sure everyone's connected to the station. Maximizing profits. And we'll buy some wagons for that. Or some... I don't know how to pronounce that, but I think it's a steam-powered carriage of some kind. There we go. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, look at that thing. Hands aren't even on the wheel. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those old steam-powered carriage thingies. I love how awful it is. Am I not allowed to adjust the camera around while doing that? Oh well. Who cares? That cost me a lot of money, but maybe they'll be worth it. Oh no, the locals are using this too, so that's customers lost right there. It might actually be worth it to put a road depot over here and disconnect these this little scenic route. Oh, they've automatically advanced this on without my say-so. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, but I'll be nice. I'll be nice and pay for them to upgrade a couple of things, I guess. Yeah, see? When I did that, it calculated for the city's growth, and yep. And now they're building more. I could probably do the same over here. Yep, can do the same over here.
Uh-oh, it's rumbling in the island's interior. The mighty volcano Merapi threatens to erupt. A phenomenon like this wasn't reckoned with while planning the route. The natives claim that someone has probably angered one of their gods. Whatever the case, if the precious coffee fruit is supposed to be transported by rail in the future too, then it's imperative that something be done. It seems worthwhile to remove the infrastructure if it's not supposed to be buried under ashes and lava.
I'd hate to break it to you, buddy, but this island is kind of small. If that thing erupts, I'd say everyone who's near a current standing fissure site or a volcanic site would have to move out. So that's this gone, this gone, this gone, this gone. Yeah, everyone around one of the sites where it looks like anything has erupted in the past would have to leave. Let's make... New one of those with some track, and I'll divert them over here. Now this will change the in-between points, so those trains will no longer sync up so perfectly, probably, because the distances won't be equal. So one train will end up waiting on the other. Ugh, didn't like how deep I had to cut it there. Is there a landscaping option? There is. Oh, but it costs money. Nah, I can't afford that. I can't afford to just keep making things look nice. Sorry.
To enable coffee production to continue making progress in future, the route ought to be relocated to an area where it can be assumed that the expected eruptions will leave it intact. The fertile island has a lot more to offer than coffee. The widow of a friendly grower, may the poor devil rest in peace, has been planting sugarcane lately. Make the lady happy by providing her with your services.
There we go. And coffee has been restored. I'm going to go ahead and do another siding. Now, I can't remember if this only increases the number of trains I can physically have on the rail by 1, or if it doubles it. I'll do the math eventually. There we go. And now I'll put down the signals. Must not forget the signals. Excellent.
A formidable enterprise like yours calls for a suitably first-rate branch office. After all, you're not just anybody. Build a prestigious residence that is unrivaled in the whole island.
I have to build a headquarters? Where do... It doesn't say where... But is that a... I don't know what kind of building that is. Oh, I can borrow money. Oh, headquarters, duh. Well, it's mine, so I'm just gonna build it out of the way.
A truly attractive estate, but a veritable plague is spoiling all the fun. Snakes have occupied the building. Rumor has it that a wise old woman knows how you can rid yourself of the snakes in your walls. She's supposed to be in Surabaya. The old woman says
Click
she
on the
doesn't
question
know a
mark
thing,
quests.
but you should try your luck with her cousin in Semarang, who has a knack for the art of snake charming. The snake charmer declared that you've probably angered the mighty snake goddess with your projects. The snake priestess of Mount Merapi is the only one who could remedy the situation.
Alrighty then.
The priestess has spoken. The only way she is willing to call off her children is if you make a sacrifice to the great snake goddess. Coffee, the priestess prophesied, will be the sure thing to appease the goddess.
Of course. Can I make a drop-off point? Yes, I can. Cheap dirt road. That's what she wanted. She wanted a dirt road. Oh, this is cheap nothing. That's expensive. This is an expensive road. You know what? You're gonna hustle me for coffee. I'm not gonna let you access the rest of the city. There we go. Now you'll have to pass through my private property. I own you now. Let's get 2 of them. I'll reroute them later. New line. I'll cancel them and have them go to the other one as soon as I'm able. Boy, there's a lot of people waiting over here. Oh. I can just magic these roads bigger. Costs money though, so I probably shouldn't. But I did it. But I did it anyway. New line.
The sugar must be transported to town. From there it is shipped and then served when continental Europeans get together for coffee.
Okay, so they're challenging me with a new business venture. To transport this sugar, which I'm obviously going to do with a train. Why would I do it any other way?
What a godsend. Your stylish residence is pleasantly snake-free again.
There we go. And I don't want these trains interfering with each other too much, so I'm going to make another siding. Signals. And honestly, I can probably destroy this now. I'm gonna sell you. Can I sell this? How do I sell this? Oh, there we go. There we go. And I'll bulldoze you, so I don't have to pay maintenance costs. I don't pay any maintenance on the rails themselves, so I can just leave what's there. There's an abandoned rail loop. No, I won't be doing that. I'll be pausing, destroying this. Let me have my OCD. Yes. Oh, there's too much slope. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah. Shouldn't have destroyed these little pieces of rail because now I have to fix them, but it doesn't matter. No more, yes, no more magic turnarounds. And to make sure it functions, a signal. Oh yeah, one way. A one-way signal to make sure it functions properly. So the train approaches, has to do a complete turnaround, then deliver the coffee. Oh yeah, I'm a happy boy right now. I'm very happy. And yes, it's much more inefficient, but that's how the trains actually run. So that's why I'm doing this. It's the only place I can do it at, so I'm doing it. Oh, I didn't have to delete that train that I owned because I could have diverted it and had it do this delivery. Oh well. And I'll make this the... What am I delivering? Sugarcane? Sugar line. And I'll have to configure you to where you can accept freight as well. So I'm thinking that'll be... And then a cargo platform. Oh wait, nope. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. All configured up. Go ahead and make a clone. And I kind of want to make absolutely certain that these trains do not interfere with each other's work. So that means more of these sidings. Just make sure all three trains can pass each other equally. I'm still not making very much money. Then again, it's calculating all that building cost in my earnings, isn't it? Ugh. And you guys are using this road very freely instead of buying train tickets. I'm just going to point that out. I'm the one who built the road. Ah, yes, the brown line. There we go. Alright, now I have to make a road depot to actually deliver the sugar where it physically goes, don't I? Along with a cargo drop-off. So I'm going to make that over here and over here just to make sure I get good coverage. Yeah. A little overlap never killed anyone. Wait. There we go. Sugar. Sugar in town. And I'll need cars to do that with, won't I? Or not cars, but wagons of some kind. I'll buy these ones. There we go. And now I'm transporting sugar using already existing infrastructure for the most part. I mean, this station was already existing and most of the line was already existing, so I'm going to call that a win. If I could have made this my way, though, no train would be just twisting around. They'd be going to turntables and loop arounds. There's not even turntables in this game. That drives me crazy. You'd witness proper rail motions. Man, that is such a good looking engine though. Look at that thing. That is awesome. Kind of makes me think of a Dutch design too. A single drive wheel too. A single drive axle is so old-fashioned for a steam engine. How much sugar have I delivered, by the way? Have I delivered any at all? Okay, hold up. Pause. Hold everything. Are you not connected properly? You're not, and it didn't even tell me. It didn't even, like, warn me, hey, these aren't connected properly. Oh. What a bummer. Can't even expand its cargo platform properly so it can hold more, you know? Oh well. Let's get back to it. I think this is my last extra quest, so I'm gonna probably end it as soon as this quest is done. And that'll be the end of this level and this episode, so thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, of course you can subscribe. It's for free. Hit the like and leave a comment. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm bullcraps. And a quick reminder that my YouTube channel is not intended for a young immature audience. It's intended for people who are allowed to view whatever they want whenever they want. So if you're too young, if you're a small child, go ahead and swing over to your parents and just ask them, hey, can I watch this? If they say no, no harm, no foul. If they say yes, then continue watching. But, oh wait, what's happening? What's wrong with the sugar line? What's wrong with the sugar line? I'm not seeing anything wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong. It looks to be going fine to me. Cargo to cargo. Pause. Wait one moment. Stations reporting the following problems. Well, what is the problem? Sugar line. Balance is negative. Running costs, income, rate, frequency, cargo. I don't understand what is the problem here. Well, shoot, I don't get what's going on here. You're connected now. You are extra connected. The road is attached. So what's the issue? Yeah, that train didn't pick up anything, did it? These are definitely connected together. So, brings the sugar here. And that brings... Yeah, for now I'm going to have to give up on the loop around and just try to figure out what's going on here. Yeah, there it is. It didn't pick up anything, so why not? And that's all these wagons can pick up is sugarcane. That's all these wagons are set to pick up is sugarcane. Everyone's expecting sugarcane, so why is it not giving me any? Let me just do a tiny little test. In which I'm going to have as many of these vehicles as I can afford. This is just so that I can end new line. I'm going to go from here all the way to these guys. We're going to see if they can transport the sugar. It's a lot of money, but I mean, I'm running out of it. What else am I going to do? Sorry, that was bugging me. It's taking forever. Oh, and they have sugar. They have the sugar stuff. They have the sugar cane. So why can't it be transported by rail? I wonder if I rebuild the station, will that kind of jolt the math and force it to accept what's going on around it, or? Which one is the sugar line? Nope, they're still not getting any sugar. Well, I'm pretty much done with this anyway. Alright, so sugar line's been destroyed. Screw it. I'm just going to do it via road. That'll take a lot longer, so let's find them. Line 1, and we shall double it. So it won't take as long. We're just going to sink all our profits into trying to just get this done and over with. Remember when I said that thing about not wasting, or about roads, and how road companies kind of screw themselves over with the poor roads just to force people to go, hey, train's faster. I mean, every company does that to some extent. I wonder if I can get these to go faster by magicking them. Yeah, it looks like they can go faster.
Sugar
now.
rattles
There you go.
toward town quickly by train. What a pleasure.
Alrighty then. Alright, well, I already said my outro, so I'm just gonna get off here. All tasks are completed, and I'll see you in the next episode. So for now, we'll be saying bye-bye.